Pisces, welcome to You Can Handle the Truth Tarot. I am your host and reader, Casey Phoenix. And let's get into this. I thought this reading was hilarious because I was like, wow, they are so happy that they don't have to work this job anymore. For some of you, you may be happy when you don't have to work this job anymore. But we can go over it. As I say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, please don't try to make it fit. I am just a person reading the tarot cards and the energy. I'm using 4 decks. One is my wellness deck with a focus in money. My other oracle deck is a regular money oracle deck. And then I have a Monopoly tarot deck and a Gilded tarot deck. So we have all the decks on deck today. Okay. Let's go to the first card that came out, which is Money and Spirituality. And it says, my wealth creates miracles. My wealth creates miracles. For some of you, you may be going through this thought process, this inner processing, especially because we're just now coming out of a Mercury retrograde too. So that's playing a role as well. And then in addition to that, we have a full moon in Aquarius happening in a few days as I'm recording this, which I'm recording this on July the 25th. This will probably be up around August the 1st or so. But you may be having a need where you want to put out more into the world. And totally cool. There's nothing wrong with that. I also believe that you went through something in the past financially that really set you back. And it's taken a while for you to find that stability. Again, some of you are still going through that healing process. The Money Healing Oracle card came out. And in this particular card, it has a tree and a sun in the background. And some of you are healing your finances. Due to what you have been through in the past, you want to help others where hopefully they won't have to go through something that you've been through. Some of you might be thinking about donating to a 501c3, to a nonprofit. Others of you, I don't know why I just heard this in my head. Some of you might think about finding a way to implement financial courses and make them available to people for free in like the community or even at a school for kids, just to have more financial literacy. I think some of you might become advocates for that and use your money towards helping people with financial literacy, again, based off of some of the things that you have been through and now that you are healing. The other card that came out is Ease and Flow, and it says, money comes to me with ease. Money comes to me with ease. I would say most of you are in an optimistic mood, positive thinking wise. And instead of focusing on what you don't have, you're focusing on what you do have and what you have acquired and how you acquired it. Some of it, obviously, through hard work, some through manifestation. Having gratitude and being appreciative of it all is what brings in more to you. The fourth oracle card that came out is Fulfilled. And this one says, I am happy with my life. I am happy with my life. There may have been a moment where you weren't that happy, especially on this job, where Queen of Wands is in the reverse. And usually anytime one of the kings or queens is in reverse, is someone that you usually don't want to be around. Is someone that, especially a Queen of Wands, that can be extra hot-tempered, a little bit emotionally immature, a lack of patience, just not a happy person, very, very self-centered, narcissist. You could have been dealing with the fire sign or dealing with the fire sign like that on your job. And when the firing happened, that's when you were finding more fulfillment. 10 of Cups is here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, because it's water. The Devil, which is Capricorn energy. 5 of Wands, fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. 5 of Wands is about conflict and fighting. But something happened for you with the Magician where I heard you were able to spin straw into gold. I don't fully know what that's about though. I don't know if that was something where it was investments that paid off a little bit more than expected, or you were able to negotiate something with your job in regards to a severance. The reason I'm saying severance and negotiating is because at the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is usually about organizations or institutions. I feel there is a possibility that HR got involved with this, or maybe HR is involved now with what was going on at this previous job for some of you. And everyone was able to come to an understanding, but you were let go. And again, you were relieved, is what I'm getting. You were relieved. In the other Oracle deck, I see overtime, I see right direction, I see job offer, I see job loss, and I see new assets. For some of you, you've already moved on to another job. This job may have a ton of overtime available. Maybe you were working a lot of overtime at your previous job. What I do know is that this new job is generating enough income for you that you're able to acquire new assets, meaning you're making more at this new job than you were at your old job. This new job is helping you hone your craft, because in the second tarot deck, the Three of Pentacles is out. Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. This is about being recognized for your work. What I believe also is playing a role in your happiness now is that at your previous job, you were underappreciated. They didn't recognize your skill. And I'm hearing multiple things at once, so I have to like slow down for a second and get all this out. One of the things I was hearing is that your worth was hidden. And the reason your worth was hidden at the previous job is because had they recognized your skill, yes, you would have made a little bit more money and you would have moved up in the ranks, but the work environment still would have been toxic with that devil energy. And then you would have been making more money, but you wouldn't have been happy. That's why your skill was hidden from them and they didn't appreciate you, because you needed to be in another environment where you were appreciated and where there wasn't toxicity. And whoever this Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, maybe there is a fire sign that you were dealing with at the previous job. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Whoever this Queen of Pentacles energy is, Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, but more specifically Virgo energy. Some of you could have been dealing with the Virgo. If a Queen of Pentacles is in reverse and you're dealing with the Virgo, Virgos are already very critical people because they're perfectionists. There could have been a lot of micromanaging going on at the previous job, which was creating a conflict, Five of Wands. Now you have more room to breathe. Now you've let a lot of this go. You've embraced your happiness with the sun being in here, in the second row, being the happiest card in the deck. Leo energy. Some of you might have gotten the job, or you're getting the job during Leo season. The death card, Scorpio energy, letting it go, transformation. Eight of Cups, walking away. For some of you, you were on that job for a long time because the Six of Cups is in the reverse. There is that nostalgia, but you're walking away from it. You want a genuine partnership. You have the Page of Swords here with communication. I'm also hearing that that is one of the differences at this job. People know how to talk to each other. There may have been a thing where there was a lack of respect during conversations at the previous job, the way people addressed you and talked to you. At this new job, people respect you when they have conversations with you. They don't treat you like you're less than, even if they are your boss. With the Chariot here at the bottom of the deck, which is the victory card, this is you moving forward. The Chariot can also be travel. Eight of Cups can also be travel. Some of you might have relocated for this job. Others of you, you may consider traveling more now that you have the finances. There is some type of nostalgia that's connected to the old job, but it's only because it's kind of where you got your start. Outside of that, your attitude is F 'em. With these new assets and with you moving in the right direction, I see a long-term foundation being set up, figuratively and possibly literally. There's something about a trust that could be set up. There may be talk of that. Also, there might be a promotion. Even though you just started, there might be a promotion. I don't know why I'm hearing like 6 months. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But like the card said, you are fulfilled. You're happy with your life right now, and you're so thankful that they did let you go and you put that drama behind you. All right, Pisces, if you made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If this resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, be blessed.